Welcome to the next episode of the Trenchless Technology Show featuring Jim Rush, editor, and Dan Sisko, brand ambassador of Trenchless Technology magazine.
Hello, and welcome to the special edition of the Trenchless Technology Show. It's our Halloween episode, or shall we call it Trenchless Ween episode. I'm Dan Sisko, the BA, the brand ambassador of Trenchless Technology, with my fellow co-host, Jim Rush. Hello, Jim. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I love your costume, Danielson. Very good. So it's great to be here for the special Halloween edition of the Trenchless Technology Show. Typically at the office, we have a Halloween party and people dress up and put on their Halloween costumes. And so we thought it'd be fun, since we have to do it virtually this year, to share some of Dan Sisko's top 5 Halloween costumes from over the years. And later in the episode, we will take a look at some of the Trenchless news, as well as a look ahead at the top 50 Trenchless engineering firm rankings. So Dan, you want to share some of your favorite costumes from over the year?
Jim, I would love to. So let's get right to this, the top 5. So number 5, we have Hulk Hogan. This was definitely a fun one. It's kind of like the Hollywood Hulk, I believe, but it's definitely got the muscle suit, lots of fun colors too. But Hulk Hogan always been a favorite wrestler of mine over time. That is number 5.
Yeah, that's very good. I like the reverse Popeye kind of arms. You got the big biceps with the skinny forearms.
Number 4, Barnacle Boy. Now, this one I didn't actually wear to the office. So of the 5, this is the only one that did not make it to the office. But Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob, definitely one that I had to put together. Wasn't bought. It was just pieced together, but a fun one. My wife was actually Mermaid Man. You can see her arm there. But definitely a fun one that came together very well. And now number 3, He-Man. I believe it was nicknamed Dan Man per some office people. But always been a big fan of He-Man. So to have that opportunity to dress up as He-Man, it was a no-brainer. Definitely had He-Man toys, Castle Grayskull, all that growing up. And I'm a big 80s fan for a lot of the movies and cartoons too. So He-Man.
I think He-Man made a appearance at the Trenchless auction one year. Did he not?
Yeah, so that was awesome. So I still had the costume, and then we did for the auction, the superheroes and villains, and I'm like, I got the outfit for this. So it was absolutely a great event where I was able to dress up again as He-Man. I think I might have had a beard going on, so I might have been He-Man with a beard, which is not not too, what would you say, not too the correct character, or however you want to say that.
A little unique take is always good. I remember
right.
I have the Trenchless power comment as well.
Oh yeah, when I announced from the stage, by the power of any, I think it was either by the power of any SDT, I have the power, or by the power of no dig, I have the power.
Oh yeah,
yelled that a couple of times, just to help the voting causes for the contest they were doing. So
right.
I think I was top 3 for the superheroes, because the superheroes and villains, I think 2 different groups, but definitely did well, and I was very proud. But it was fun just to be able to.
Yeah, a lot of creativity comes out of those costume contests. It's always fun to see.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, number 2, Elf. So I got to I wore a whole Elf outfit. It definitely was different with having that mask over my head. Vision was very questionable, but overall, just a freaking awesome costume to wear.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to play cornhole, I'd imagine, with limited visibility like that.
Yeah, I don't really remember how I did, but maybe I pulled the mask off after a while to really play better. Not that I'm the best cornhole player anyway, but definitely a great costume.
Yeah, good photo op.
Elf is the '80s, so it's It's me.
Good photo op with the mask on for the company picture there. So I like your sportsmanship on keeping that on at least for a little while.
Right, exactly. And now, the number one costume worn by myself, Dan Sisko, in recent years is Jareth the Goblin King from the Labyrinth, which is a Jim Henson movie. My wife was or is a big fan. It was a movie that she's always grown up watching, so she introduced it to me and kind of got me, we'll say, inspired to participate in a couple's costume, and this became my part of it. So, and then the person who actually played Jareth, I'm going blank. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't. David Bowie.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
I happen to have a copy of the movie, Labyrinth. Funny quick side note, the day I wore it to the office, I had to get gas at the gas station. So I'm pumping gas in this outfit with my makeup and all that. And some fellow just goes, "Hey, are you Jareth the Goblin King?" And
That's awesome.
it was really like a great moment. We're like, yeah, absolutely. And if you would have asked me like maybe a year prior to that, I would have no idea. Like this, I watched the movie. I got to learn who this character is, and I pulled it off. So that's number one.
Very good. So where would Danielson from Karate Kid rank in there? Would you crack the top 5?
It's a good question, Jim. Even like that list, it's a tough one to say which ones could shift in that top 5. Alf, I thought Alf was really great. But I think Jareth the Goblin King was a little more too with the makeup. Overall, just the look. It was really. But Barnacle Boy is good too, and that was
yeah.
Like I said, viewers at home, you can make your own order. And before I forget, I do have a bonsai tree too. With my whole
accessorized, very good.
Yes,
I agree with the number 1 ranking. I think that was a good costume for sure. As always, one up by Dan Sisko when it comes to fashion and outfits. So I'm used to that though.
So I think now it's time to talk about some recent Trenchless news. And Jim, I think you are going to let us know kind of what's going on if people out there haven't already seen the information. But Jim, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. As we reported on the website recently, there has been some news in the Trenchless marketplace. The Vortex Companies announced last week its acquisition of Parson Environmental Products, Inc., which is known for its manhole inserts and sanitary sewer products. And of course, this is nothing new for Vortex, which has been active in mergers and acquisitions in the Trenchless market over the past few years. In January this past year, the company acquired Washington-based Trenchless Pipe Repairs, LLC, and in 2019, it acquired New England-based Ted Berry Company, giving it a broad footprint across the United States. Vortex also acquired recently Quadex and Schwam USA, giving it a mix of contracting and technology capabilities within the pipe rehab sector. Also earlier this month, it was announced that Inland Pipe Rehabilitation, or IPR, acquired Florida-based Murphy Pipeline Contractors, which is probably best known for its pre-chlorinated pipe bursting and compression fit HDPE lining methods. So this continues a trend of consolidation in the trenchless market that's been developing over the recent years, and it's really no surprise given the potential of the trenchless market. According to a recent report by Bluefield Research, the new installation, rehabilitation, and replacement of water and sewer pipe networks in the United States will total more than $230 billion over the next 10 years. So given this demand, it's likely that we'll see this trend of consolidation continue. Trenchless Technology recently published a report on mergers and acquisition in the market, compiled by our own Mike Kesdy, that's available for download at trenchlesstechnology.com. So if you've not seen that, please check that out. It's a good report. And also we have coming up our annual Trenchless Top 50 Engineers ranking, which Dan, you're very familiar with.
Yeah, Jim. So the top 50 design firm survey, it's coming out November/December issue. So very shortly. Now, as much as I would love to kind of talk more about the results. That is something that, unfortunately, I cannot do, or yourself, Jim. Everybody out there has to wait to see the results when the issue comes out. But one of the things I thought was just kind of interesting to share, and this is something that we've had in past issues pertaining to the rankings, is that basically since 2014, the total trenchless revenue among the top 50 has exceeded $1 billion, which is it basically has been increasing by 100 million each year. So just as we keep doing these rankings and getting the information, the amount of projects done and the amount of revenue, it just keeps increasing, which is a great thing. That showing that we continuously have work, and it's something that we cannot not have these companies going out and doing design work so the project can be done. So we have great infrastructure that needs that attention. So be on the lookout for that ranking and all the information that Andrew Farr will inform us about, currently where we're at based on the survey for the revenue and where it's going on, and all the amount of projects for in the last year or so that the engineering firms have been a part of. So it's amazing, some of these numbers and the information. So check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been another area where there's been a lot of mergers and acquisitions over the years, which again kind of shows the strength of the marketplace. And you're right, it's really amazing to go back and look at some of those surveys that we've done. We've done them for over 20 years, 25 years. To see how it's grown is really, it's mind-boggling to see the evolution of the trenchless industry, and it's great to see.
It is. And with that, I just want to say, well, that's our Halloween show for today. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
This is Dan.
And this is Jim. Peace.
Thanks for watching today's episode of the Trenchless Technology Show with Jim Rush and Dan Sisko. If you like what you saw today, click subscribe and the bell to get notified when our next episode drops. And be sure to tell all your friends in the trenchless industry to subscribe too.